Hey, stuck in traffic with Wolf Gorlick. Got the bright light behind me. I'm like got the mafia thing going on right now. Right? So here's a couple minutes of your information security. Are you listening? Are you listening to me? You know, I love those movies, right, where you got the town and the guy walks in, he's like, "This is a nice place you have here. Be a shame if someone were to mess it up for you," right? He knocks something over. The storekeeper's like, "Ah, no, here, take my money," right? It's got to be a good business model. It's got to be. I see it all the time. But come to think of it, maybe not, because it always ends with that like one guy coming to town and teaching the town folk to fight back. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll be on the good guy side, right? Fight for the users, or with the A-Team. I think that was an A-Team episode. Come to think of it. So, what does this have to do with security? I was thinking about crypto wall and ransomware in general, and looking at ways to defend against ransomware. Okay, so you can prevent it. A lot of these drive-by malware infections start with missing patches or exploiting buffer overflows or whatnot in software. So you got patch management, which we talk about all the time. You've got EMAT, which we talked about a couple days ago. Now, also the users are doing something, so you can take a look at who gets infected most often. Create those feedback loops. So if we see these users are getting infected, we provide them with remedial training. They get infected again, we train them again, and so on and so forth. So you can prevent it. Once it's on the box, there's a couple Windows things you can do. Number one, and I think just about every organization should do it, so low cost, is you can put in place NTFS rules, right, on the file system to prevent executables from running within temporary folders, like your internet folders, your downloads folders, those types of things. Now, it may be a little bit of a user frustration, because now when they download something, they got to copy it out to run it. But that'll stop most drive-by download malware, because it's going to download and it can't execute. It's good control. What else can you do? So on the box itself, you can do application whitelisting, which is a lot of work, but app blocker right out of the box, bit9, those types of things that only allow trusted applications to run. You can recover from it. So make sure you got good backups. Make sure those backups are on separate systems from your OS. One of the things that we see, especially, database administrators, database admins. If you're listening to this, I love you, brother, but don't do this. they back everything up to local folders, right? Because it's on their box, they don't have to provision storage, life is good. So they've got all their SQL backups right there in the box. Ransomware gets onto the SQL server, and now they've lost all their backups. It's all encrypted, done. So you got some recovery options there as well. What else can you do? Oh, so think about the whole threat model. People get infected, it downloads, it's going to call back, right? And the way it calls back before it does the encryption is looking up a host name and then establishing an encrypted channel. So you can stop that lookup with something like OpenDNS, which is also great to see who's infected, which feeds back into who gets remedial training. You can look for those encrypted channels out, those messages back to those CNC servers. You could throw that in a SIM, perhaps, and use that as a response. There are some firewalls who actually do application proxy with the website, and we'll see that traffic and catch it. It's not 100%, but nothing is. And of course, antivirus, which is definitely not 100%, but always is. Always is an option. All right, so there's your options. Prevent it. Recover from it, stop it in its tracks. Don't be the guy who someone comes in and says, "This is a nice network you have. Shame someone messed it up." Cheers.